Can't say he's not on the money.
He is right on the money. So, monkey, cat, Pat. That's an interesting name. If you have some questions, go ahead and come on up here. I made a decision quite a while back that if I'm going to debate,
oh, you so mean, Saab. You so mean. That's what he said. You're mean. You're a meanie. You're such a bully, Saab.
Why don't you just
I
prove
know,
it?
I'm terrible. I'm terrible. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Look, I've decided a while back already that these clowns, these flat Earth haters, like these, like Craig and fucking Ryan Kruger and the rest of these clowns, they never bring anything fucking new. They only got the same shit. They act like assholes. And if I'm going to subject myself to that shit on somebody else's goddamn platform so that they can make some money, I'm going to get mine. So you can pay me $250 fucking dollars and come on over and I'll go over and I'll debate whatever the fuck you want to. All right. Now, as everyone here knows, I have a link. It's always pinned up in the chat, and you're welcome to come up here anytime for free. And if you want to debate the flat Earth, which I don't know what the debate is, prove your flat Earth or don't prove your flat Earth or your globe Earth, go ahead and prove your positive claim that goes against my observation and prove that you have a globe Earth, but be ready to answer some fucking questions. Because I'm not convinced.
Is how I got here? There he is. He's got
there he is. What's happening, monkey, cat, Pat?
What's going on, guys?
Can I just face? Pat?
Everybody else mute up.
I'm going to shorten your name up just so for ease of conversation. Do you prefer monkey, cat, or Pat?
You can just call me Pat. That's
Pat. All right. It's Pat. I don't know.
Are you still a monkey?
So what's on your mind, brother?
What's in your name?
Well, I mean, I just had a couple questions. You said you're willing to debate anybody, right?
Sure.
Why are you charging Roger That and Red's Rhetoric $250 to debate you?
I don't charge that if you come over onto my show to debate.
But why do they have to come over to you? Why don't you want to have it on a neutral platform?
Because I'm not there. I'm not here to help you make money.
That's not that. No, they're not on there to make money. Roger's willing.
They are on there to make money.
That's wrong.
Well, then why do they have commercials on their fucking videos?
Who has commercials?
The people that supposedly aren't doing this to make money.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, but hey, so
nobody has commercials.
I'm not monetized.
They're not monetized. Wait a second.
And I have ads on my video.
DJ, wait, just mute up for a second.
They're not monetized.
They're monetized, but they don't.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not monetized.
Yeah, for reasons.
No, for by my choice.
Okay.
Okay, but that's by my choice.
Yeah, they have enough subscribers to be monetized.
Yes. No. They are monetized.
I'm not saying they're not. They are.
Okay. And they get super chats and shit like that while they're doing their lives, don't they?
They do. Are you
so
jealous?
They make money while they're doing it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to make money too.
Okay. Well, why don't you grow your channel big enough to
my channel is plenty big enough to get that. Haven't you not noticed? I have 3,000 subscribers. I have plenty enough to get to be monetized.
Then why are you monetized?
Because I don't want to be held by the golden handcuffs to regulate what I can and cannot say. That's why.
Okay. But still, I'm asking, they have offered you.
I know that I'm well aware of what the offer is, and you're well aware of what the counter offer is. Right?
Yeah.
Why is it so important that I have to come over to your quote unquote neutral platform, which is never neutral?
It's very neutral.
It's not neutral.
Very neutral.
Okay. But why is it necessary that I have to do that rather than we're talking right now, aren't we?
Yeah, but if I were to start just like reaming you, you would probably just mute me and kick me.
Why would you ream me? Why would you?
I have no desire to, but I like if they were to come on.
There you go. Then I don't have any desire to ream you either. So see there, that's how we have civil conversation. It's really easy.
So basically you want to be able to be in control of the mute button, and
I don't
you want to be able to kick them if possible, like you did with the Reds.
Okay, do you know why Red was kicked?
Because he called you a dumbass.
Right, and do you know what the rules to the fucking debate were?
Honestly, tell me about them. Tell me.
Okay,
tell
the
me,
rules of the debate were: 1, you were not to use any assumed values in your supposed calculations. And secondly, there were to be no ad hominems. At the use of an ad hominem, one gets kicked. We weren't going to play that fucking game.
Yeah, but
he indulged into it. Do you know why? Because he could not get the idea that when I asked him how he knew how far away Mars was. Okay. This all hinges on, you see, this is the whole problem with people with astronomy and looking at the sky. See, astronomy is not science. Okay. Astronomy is no different than what they've been doing for thousands of years, looking at the sky, making up stories about what they see. And that's it. There is no science.
So him calling you a dumbass, how's that an ad hominem? Because he wasn't attacking your argument. He was just calling you a dumbass person.
Right. That's what an ad hominem is.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I am. Absolutely. An ad hominem is attacking the presenter, usually name calling, rather than the argument.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, I mean, all right, I'll get that. I'll give you that. But can you not agree with him?
Can I address another thing? You said about controlling the mute button. The only time I've ever had to mute people is when they talking over someone else continuously. Now, on this particular platform, I want to show you something right now. I'm going to mute you, right? And I want you to see that you can now unmute yourself. Go ahead. Just hit that little microphone button right there. You can unmute yourself.
There we go.
See, so me muting you isn't going to help anything at all, is it? Because you have control. You have control over your mute button. Secondly, I don't do that unless you keep talking over people. Okay? And no one can get anywhere when you do that. All right? That's it. Outside of that, stick to the argument, prove what you got to prove. If you're going to bring some stories about some shit in the sky, I don't give a fuck what you think the shit in the sky is doing. It has nothing to do with where we're standing.
So you full-blown say anything in the sky could never say anything about the shape of the earth.
Not without presuming the shape first.
That's why do you think that? That's
I don't think that. I know that. Let me ask you.
Okay, why do you know that?
All right, wait a second. Let me ask you a question. If you had never been told that you live on a sphere traveling through a void, what in your daily life experiences and observations would lead you even into the direction of thinking such a thing?
Honestly, like I wouldn't care, but if I were to really think about it, I would have done my own research.
But what would cause you even to question the observation that you have? In other words, we all observe a level plane, a topographical plane that seems to be, we have a vestibular system that wants to keep us balanced on this, perpendicular to level. When we stand, we know when we're laying, we can tell what position we're in because of it. What would cause you to question that what you see might not be what you see? What would make you think like, hey, I think I might be on a sphere? What would cause you to go into that direction of thinking?
I mean, I could ask you the same question. What makes you know, because you don't think that the earth is flat? What causes that?
I just told you. I observe it. I experience no motion, and I observe a level topographical plane. I observe water that is level.
Okay,
I observe a straight, level horizon. That's why.
So you don't understand what level means.
Yes, I do understand what level means.
I don't think you do.
Yes, I do. Absolutely, 100%. I already know where you're going with this. You're going to bring up the Merriam-Webster online dictionary definition. Go ahead, and we'll go over that.
No, you already know what it is. You already know what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
So
does that definition say that the Earth is curved? Does it say where? Where does it say that?
It says forming to the curvature of the Earth's surface.
Right. Does it say that the Earth's surface is curved?
Well, forming to the curvature of the Earth's surface.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
But does it say that the surface of the Earth's the liquid parts does it say that the surface of the Earth is curved?
Yes.
No, it doesn't. It says conforming. Hold on, I'm going to tell you why. It says conforming with the curvature of the liquid portions of Earth's surface. That's true because there is no curvature. Okay, it's just like if I said this. I have never killed anyone that didn't deserve it. Did I say that I've killed anybody?
That makes me assume that you did kill someone.
Yeah. That's why they put it in there like that, because otherwise it would be contradictory to the very first and main portion of the definition, which states no point higher than another.
Yeah, but okay, it says
would that not contradict that if it did mean that it was curved? It's still telling you the truth, but it's not telling you that it is curved. And so if it conforms with the curvature of the liquid portions of Earth's surface, that is still true because there are no curved portions of the liquid portions of Earth's surface. So it remains a true statement. No, it causes you to assume that it says that it's curved. It doesn't say that it's curved.
But why does it say curvature?
To get you to assume that there's curvature. Otherwise, it would contradict. See, the non-thinking person can't see that because they have forgotten what the very first part of the definition says. And otherwise, if it meant that it was curved, it would contradict the very first and main definition for the word level, wouldn't it? How can you have two things be true at once?
I think you're terribly confused, and you refuse.
No, I'm not confused at all.
No,
you got tricked by simple word logic. Listen, I've got a Webster's unabridged dictionary. It's this thick over here. I can get it out right now.
Go ahead, do it.
Okay, and for the word level, it takes up the entire middle column of
because
one whole page.
Level is one word.
Never
once it has
does it say
hundreds of definitions.
Never once does it say anything about curvature.
Liar.
Never.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
You're lying.
No, I'm not lying at all.
You're making shit.
I'm not lying at all. I can read them right off to you, brother. I can read them right off to you. I've got the fucking dictionary right here.
You'll be back with it too, dude. That's a new thing they put in there.
I'm free.
The magic word is assuming.
Yep. How many other dictionaries there are out there with level defined?
Let's see here. You see this? You see this big ass fucking dictionary?
Yeah. I'm looking at it.
Okay, right here. This is let's see, copyright. What year?
So I'm gonna take up on you. Have fun with the monkey.
1979. Okay, so that's not too far back. We're gonna go over here. Let's see, disinherit, enigma, forgettable. Oh, we gotta get up here. J's. L. I've had to do this enough times. I should just bookmark it.
Or you should just memorize it. You should have it memorized.
Shit, you memorize it, motherfucker. This is some long ass.
I'm not going to memorize it because I don't normally talk about it. You guys need to talk about it.
Well, you seem to be awful damn hot to want me to talk to somebody else about it. What's in it for you?
Nothing, man. I just wanted to come and talk.
Well, wait a second. Then why would you want to be antagonistic about me debating anybody else? Why would you want to be antagonistic about it then?
He's the recruiter.
What's in it for you? People don't do shit without a reason.
It's just all entertainment, man.
It's all entertainment.
Yeah, you guys are entertainment for us.
Okay, I've heard that so many times. And you know, how many times does the same joke stay funny?
Not for long, but with you guys, it's
so
almost infinite.
You got to admit. So, how many times would you watch the same, for instance, the same Three Stooges episode? How many times would you watch that over and over and over and over again? Because that's what you guys do. You come in with the same fucking bullshit over and over and over and over, and it never works. I've been doing this for years, man.
Okay, I'm not here to change your guys' mind or anything. I just want to come have a conversation with you, bud.
So anyway, all the way damn near, let's see, level. Let's see what we got here. Level, dimension, diminutive of Libra, a balance or a level, okay? An instrument for determining whether a surface is on an even horizontal plane. Notice even and horizontal. Or for adjusting a surface to such a plane. It has a glass tube partly filled. We know what a spirit level is. A measuring of differences in height or altitude with such an instrument, such as at this level or that level. Horizontal plane or line. Notice it didn't say arc. Lines are not arcs. Arcs are not lines.
How do you know? No. If you have a curved surface, you can also have a curved line above that surface.
That's not a line. That's an arc. That's an arc.
It's a line.
That's an arc.
Otherwise, you're just saying
line
that
that's not straight goes into spline. Yes.
You're just saying it, buddy.
No, I'm not just saying.
You can have a curved surface with a curved line above it, as long as the distance between the line and the surface is the same all around.
That's
an
arc.
Level.
No, that's an arc. No.
Level.
No, wait a second. At the one end of your level, up here to the apogee of your level, how can that be level if you have one spot that's higher than another? You just defied the very first definition in that you gave me for level. You just defied it.
Jesus, dude.
It's concentric. It's not level.
I don't understand how this is so hard for you guys to understand.
It's not. It's hard for you to understand because you're limited. You really are limited, and and that's what this fucking globe bullshit does to you.
How am I limited?
Because you think that concentric is the same as a level line. It's not. It's an arc. And you know what? That arc, if it's going to follow that same path, it's going to have to be bigger now. It's going to have to be a bigger arc. Yes. The further out you go from an arc and stay concentric with it, the larger the radius becomes. Your line has to be longer to remain equal to it.
Okay.
The arc has to be longer. Anyway, there's no mention in this whole fucking dictionary right here of any curvature or any other nonsense such as that. I'm sorry. That's a new thing that they added to the online dictionary. Get one that's actually paper and ink.
Well, I go to
Get a dictionary. Stop trusting this fucking machine. Start doing some research using paper and ink, bro. I'm serious. I know it sounds like it's extra work, and it is, but that's what we did for years before this bullshit came out.
Did you actually do the math for it, or did you just
what math? What do you mean math? What math?
Well, there would have to be math. If you're going to sit here
concerning what math for what?
Everything breaks down to math, so you're going to have to do math at some point.
No, math is just another way of describing things. It doesn't necessarily make things true.
Why do you say that?
Okay, I'm going to give you an example. I have 4 pink flying magical unicorns, and I add 3 flying pink magical unicorns. How many magical pink flying unicorns do I have?
Well, you'd have 7.
No, there's no such fucking thing as a pink magical flying unicorn, bro.
But if you're
even though those numbers, wait a second, even though those numbers add up to 7, it doesn't mean that the thing that I used the numbers for actually existed, does it?
I don't even know why you're bringing this up, man. You're just
because I'm telling you mathematics. Let me tell you another way. Maybe you can understand this. There are people in federal prison right now because their mathematics didn't reflect reality. They were called embezzlers and money launderers. White-collar crime. Their math, although it looked good in the book, didn't match up with reality, and that was a crime. You understand? Mathematics does not necessarily mean something is real.
Why?
It's just a descriptive language. That's why.
Yeah, and it actually describes things
So
pretty accurately.
In any kind of language, you can tell a lie.
Right.
Any kind of language, including mathematics.
Uh-huh.
See, and this is the problem with this astronomy and why it's not science. Okay? When you have to use any assumed variable within an equation, the end result is therefore assumptive.
And you say this, what are your credentials to know all this?
What do you mean credentials?
Well, you should know.
Do you disagree with what I said?
I do disagree with what you said because I think it's all bullshit.
Okay, so if I assume that there's 3 apples in a basket and I put in 5 apples and I conclude that there's now 8 apples in the basket, but I never did confirm that there really was 3 apples in the basket, does that not make my result assumptive? Because I only assumed that there were already 3 apples in the basket?
Sure.
Okay. Then my statement remains true. So credentials be damned, it doesn't matter.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm going to go ahead and
go with the information and not your perception of the presenter. How about that? That's probably the best way to free your mind. Stop using your perception of the information person and start using your perception of the information itself.
So I should just ignore everything that all mainstream scientists and all very smart people have done and listen to you?
I didn't say ignore it. I said
no. You said ignore it because you said
I said to discern it. I said to look at the information, not the person that gives it to you. It's not important who the person is that gives you the information. The part that's important is the information itself.
So you think that the only way that I could understand reality is to write my own dictionary and write my own understanding of everything?
Hold on. How did you get that? How did you come to that?
Because you say don't believe what anybody else says. Understand what your own perspective is.
Well, then if you believe what someone says, then what you have is only a belief, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah. Well,
here's what you do. You listen to what someone says, and then you run it through your mind to determine whether it is actually accurate or if it's not accurate. That's what you do. You don't just blindly accept shit because of who said it to you.
No, stop. Let me say something. I listened to you, and I did my own research, and you're full of shit. It's all wrong.
As far as what?
As far as all the research that I have done, you're full of shit, dude.
Okay, regarding what?
Everything you say.
Okay, well then name something. Just name one particular issue.
Level.
Okay, I just told you about level.
Well, I just posted something in your chat.
One
that says you're wrong.
You found one definition.
One
that happens.
Level has very many definitions. It can be
okay. I know. I just showed it. I just told you about them. There's a whole bunch.
Yeah, but you cherry picked one.
No, that's the whole fucking column. Never once. You were gonna actually expect me to sit here and read the entire fucking whole column for that? Because you have.
Well, you should if you want to do your research. Yeah, you should
do something. Find it where it says that in anything other than the Merriam-Webster. Go ahead.
I'm sure I can, but I'm not about to fucking sit here. I mean, I could, but hang on.
See, so what else? You said everything. Give me something, an issue, whatever you say that is you think is full of shit. Is it possible to have a fluid pressure system without a physical container?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so can you show the experiment that demonstrates that? Can you cite the experiment that demonstrates that?
Yeah, it's called the Earth.
No, that's not an experiment. That's you pointing at something and making a claim. Is that the only instance anywhere in nature where you have a fluid pressure system without physical containment? It can't be reproduced. It can't be observed. It can't. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, I'm just saying, like, you just look at the Earth. That's why there's a pressure gradient.
No, wait a second. How can you have a pressure gradient without pressure?
Gravity.
So can you cite the experiment that verifies that gravity has some effect on gas behavior?
I mean, I would have to look. I can't tell you right now off the top of my head, but I'm just saying that's how it works, dude.
I can say, well, that's how you think it works.
That's how it works, not how I think it works.
No, that's how you think it works, but you don't understand fluid dynamics, obviously.
No, you don't. I'm not saying I'm an expert on fluid dynamics and all that stuff.
Well, then give me an instance.
How are you an expert on it then?
Wait a second.
How are you an expert?
Because it's an axiomatic thing that you can't have any pressure of a fluid without fucking containment.
Gravity, man. I'm just telling you.
Wait a second. What is gravity?
Gravity is mass attracting mass.
Okay, well, why? Why does mass attract mass?
Because that's the way the universe works, man.
Wait, it's just magic? Wait a second.
I'm not saying that magic. That's just how things work.
Wait. In order for something to move, a force must be applied. And in order for there to be a force, there has to be energy expended. So where is mass getting the energy to create a force to move another object or itself even?
I'm just saying, mass attracts mass.
No, of course it doesn't. There would be no reason for it. Why would it do that?
Why would it not?
Why would it, though?
But you're saying it doesn't, so why would it not?
Wait a second. Of course it doesn't. Why would it? Where is it getting the energy from?
It doesn't need energy. That's just the way it works, man.
Force needs energy, my man.
You say that.
No, I know that. Everybody knows that. Can you move a physical object without applying a force?
No, but I'm saying.
No. Okay, so gravity is obviously moving a physical object without a force.
Okay, gravity is not a force. It creates a force.
All right.
Okay?
So
do you understand that?
I understand that. Yes, I do. So in order to create a force, energy must be expended. Where does gravity get the energy to create this force?
That is something that, I can't explain to you in full, but I know people who probably can.
Yeah, I know. You know what they tell you? You know what they're going to tell you?
What are they going to say? Are they going to say I'm full of shit because I'm a globe earther?
No. I'm going to tell you what your side says, and this is how stupid it is. They debunk themselves constantly. Okay? They're going to say it's the bending and warping of space-time because energy is equal to mass times the speed of light squared. Okay. So they claim a bending of space-time, two things that are not tangible, and put together, they're not tangible. And therefore, they're not a physical thing that can actually be bent or warped or any such thing because time does not really exist.
What do you mean? How?
Okay, where's the past at, Pat? Where's the past?
In the past.
Yeah, but where is it?
Well, it's not a physical thing. You can't just be like,
yes,
I'm going to go to the
not
past.
A physical thing. So it only exists in your mind. It's in your recollection. It's in your memory, correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so where's the future?
In the future. It hasn't happened yet.
In your imagination.
Have you ever seen Back to the Future?
Yeah,
you know how that shit works. Like, come on.
The movie. So so their only thing that is real and is present as far as time is concerned, outside of the concept, is now. There is only perpetual now. We have a concept of time so that we can sort out the movements and activities within this, whatever the fuck we're in. Okay. So it's only a construct of the mind. The only way to bend that would be to quote unquote bend your mind. And that's only a fucking euphemism. You don't really bend your mind. You're just warping your thinking. You can't bend time. You can't warp time. You control time with your mind. For instance, great sports figures slow down time. Bruce Lee even talks about that. You can, if you ever been in a situation where you're like in a car accident or take a really bad spill on your bicycle or anything like that, it's like time slows down during something like that, or even if you've gotten into a fight. Okay, now listen.
That's not bending
not
pace.
Literally slowing down. Your concept of it is slowing down. You've also heard the term, and you've probably experienced it. Time flies when you're having fun. I can remember as a kid, man, summer vacation went the fuck by way too quick. Way too fucking quick. We were right back to school. And then school year seemed like a drug on, because I wasn't having a good time.
I agree. Summer went by fast.
So it's only within your concept, and the only real thing that it actually exists is the perpetual now. So in short, time can't be warped. The space between you and the objects within your realm, it's emptiness. It can't be bent or warped either. The only thing that could be bent or warped in a situation like that would be a medium, which is physical. But the space itself is not physical, nor is the time. So this is a nonsense bullshit thing when the whole time relative density, disequilibrium, balance explains all of it.
Okay.
It explains all of it. This idea that there's something pulling you down is the dumbest fucking shit in the world.
Why? Well, then what the hell is causing this fucking remote to drop down? Why did it just fall to the ground?
Because it's denser than the medium.
That's a dumb no.
Yes. No. What would happen if you dropped it into water?
It would probably float because
it would float.
That's how density works.
Why?
But
why would it float?
Okay, so
the earth is beneath the water, right?
So okay, the air pressure or density at my feet is lower than it is at my head right now.
No, so it's not. It's higher. It's higher.
Why? Why do you say that?
Because
it's higher. Yeah, you're right. No, it's higher.
Right. Yeah, I'm helping you out, bud. I'm helping you here.
But the higher you go up, the less dense it becomes.
Yes.
Why?
Gases are created at ground level, man. That's what.
Well, you've got a lot of factors involved. First of all, at ground level, you're at the source of production of all gases on Earth. So there's going to be a higher amount. It's like at the gate of a GM plant, there's going to be a shitload of GM cars coming out of that thing, and they're going to kind of disperse out into traffic as it goes. Okay. So that's another aspect. As you get higher, you have a much larger dispersal area. You also have a temperature gradient. Okay. And that temperature affects gases as well, lowering the pressure because the gas molecules move at a slower rate. Not all gases are uniform in the way they behave with the different temperatures. And so therefore we start to lose some of the elements in the mixture of the air as we get higher. And as we get even higher, we start to lose some more elements of it, such as water vapor, which is already condensed and gone back to the earth through the respiration process of the biological system of the earth that we live in. So due to what's called Dalton's law, which states that the pressure is the sum of all the pressures individually of each of the gases within a mixture.
Okay. Well, hey,
so those are factors. Those are a few of the factors that can result in a pressure gradient. A pressure gradient can actually be recreated in a gas cylinder merely by heating one end of it with a torch and cooling the other end with dry ice.
Yeah, but that's not how the earth works.
Well, it is how the earth works because you can't have a gas pressure system without physical containment.
All right. Hey, Sam, I posted something in the private chat here on StreamYard. It's an IC spin video. Would you like to talk about that?
No.
Why?
Angular size of the sun is what
Because I'm trying to get onto this whole impossibility of gas pressure without physical containment.
Yeah, but I want to talk about this. Why don't you want to talk about this? Is it because
okay,
you have
because
no
I
answers
haven't
for it?
finished this conversation yet. You seem to think that there's this magical force called gravity that is somehow pulling on air. Can you verify that gravity can actually pull on air?
Yeah, because air has mass. Everything
Okay,
has
well, wait
mass.
a second. It's not a contiguous mass. To treat the air as a single mass, how could you get a mass of any air or gases without containing it? How can you gather together a gas without having physical containment? In order to have a mass of gas, you would have to get it gathered together, correct? Just like sand. You can't go over and put an eye hook down screw it into the beach and pick up a big hunk of sand. You're only going to get the grains that stick to the threads, right? So it's not a contiguous mass. However, a whole bunch of sand together in a box can be very heavy. Same thing with water. Same thing with air. So in order to have any kind of a mass of air, you would have to have something to gather it in, because gas molecules are not bonded to one another. They're subject to free elastic collisions.
You're sure about that?
Yes, I'm absolutely positive about it.
Okay, well, have you ever thought that maybe the Earth is big enough to create enough gravitational pull that it actually holds that gas in?
Well, then how does water evaporate?
Because it's called evaporation, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what it's called, but if it's holding the water and all the gas down to the Earth, how is the water vapor rising up away from the Earth up into the sky?
That's normal physics, dude. Like, I don't understand why you are having such trouble with this.
I'm not having any trouble with it.
You're having a lot of trouble with it.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I have never. Why isn't gravity pulling the water vapor down? The water vapor is definitely going up into the air.
Yeah, because when water evaporates, they're little molecules and they're light enough to, spread up into the atmosphere. And then when it rains, right? When it rains, that's when it comes down.
Oh, you mean when it condenses?
Yes, when it becomes solid enough, or
when it becomes heavier than the medium of air per volume, right? Or denser than the medium of air per volume, right? That's when it decides that, oh, the medium cannot support me anymore. So I'm going to go to an area of relative density in the medium. Not relative density to other objects. No, it's not relative density to other objects. It's relative density to the medium. There is never an instance where an object is not subject to a fluid medium.
Oh my God.
There isn't.
Are you serious?
Tell me an instance where an object is not subject to a fluid medium.
I think you're just terribly confused on this.
I am. Well, tell me when. Give me an instance where an object is not subject to a fluid medium.
I mean, you can look at a helium balloon, but I know what you guys are going to say about that.
Well, where's the helium balloon? Right here in the air. So it's in a fluid medium, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's reacting to that. Why? Because it's less dense per volume than the medium that surrounds it. So the medium displaces it and it goes upwards towards relative density.
That's because the air is coming underneath the balloon and pushing it up.
Well, that's assisting with it, but that's not why it's happening. It's due to everything wants to seek a point of equilibrium. Everything.
Stop. All right. I really want to talk about this icy spin stuff, though.
Well, I don't care.
Why? Because you're scared to talk about it?
No, I'm not, because I've been on here for 4.5 hours. It's 2:00 in the morning, and I'm going to get off of here and go to fucking bed. You're welcome to come on the next show. Come on the next show.
Don't want to fucking talk about it. You don't want to talk about how this kills.
It doesn't
all of your shit.
No, what even is it? What is it? Is it some fucking bullshit in space? Is that what it is?
It shows the sun does not change in angular size throughout the day.
Well, wait a second. All right. Good. I'm glad. Go ahead and bring up that subject. I don't care if you think it does or it doesn't change angular size. When you watch the sunset, are you moving away from the sun or not? You think the Earth's moving. So if you watch a sunset, are you moving away from the sun?
I mean, technically, yes, but it's
okay.
not.
Okay. All right. Yes, I agree. Because on a ball, you're moving away from the source of light. Wonderful. Cool. And you don't see a change in angular size.
No.
Okay. Why?
Because it's that far away.
Okay. How far away does something have to be, and how big does it have to be before you can see a change in angular size? In other words, when does far become near?
Okay, I've heard you ask this question before. When does far become near? I don't know.
You don't know. You don't know. So
what is far? Like, I need a measurement. What is far? What is near?
So wait a second. Do you believe that the Earth, that the moon is 400 times smaller than the sun and 400 times closer, and that's why they appear to be the same size? That is their standard story. You believe that?
Dude, what you're saying, you're literally saying, what is the difference between far and near? Okay,
yeah.
Well, how far is far, and then how near is near?
How far is far, and how far is near?
I don't know. You tell me.
You don't know. Okay, so how big does something have to be? Hold on. How big does something have to be, and how far away does it have to be so that you don't see a change in angular size when it goes out of your view?
Well, let's just say the sun is 93 million miles away.
I know how far y'all claim it to be. I know.
So that's far enough.
Okay, that's far enough. Well, what if something was smaller, but still closer, but not near? Could you get the same effect?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Okay, just in other words, if I scaled it down, wouldn't I get the same effect?
What do you mean if you scaled it down?
All right, let me put it easy for you. If I took an object that was 2 feet tall in reality, and I moved it closer to you and told you it was bigger, but you had no frame of reference, would you be able to tell? For instance, like they say the space station is 250 miles away. Okay. What if I moved it 125 miles away, which is half, and I cut its size down in half, and I cut its speed down in half, but I told you it was 250 miles and it was going a certain speed? How would you know the difference?
With measurements.
You wouldn't because you have no frame of reference. You see, you have no frame of reference to go by because you don't know how big or far away none of the other bullshit in the sky is either. So it would be real easy to do something like that. So what I'm trying to get at, whether the change in size of the sun, whether you believe there's one or not, does not change the fact that it is not 93 million miles away. It is not 800,000 miles in diameter. It's not a big burning ball of hydrogen or plasma from hydrogen, because hydrogen could never form into a ball to begin with to become a plasma, not without a physical container.
Come on.
Dude, molecules of gases do not have their own gravity. They are subject to perfect elastic collisions.
No, they do have their own gravity because
How long would it take for me to release some gas into a vacuum chamber and then let it go ahead and let its gravity form into a ball? Or better yet, out in your outer space, you let loose a canister of gas, and how long before it collects all together? How long before it collects together and then holds onto itself? It's never going to happen.
No, it would happen if you.
No, it would never happen.
No, it would.
Never in the history of anything has anyone ever witnessed gases attracting to themselves. Never once has this ever been witnessed. It's never been demonstrated. It's never been any experiments to prove such a thing.
It's possible. if you were to somehow get enough gas volume and shoot it into space, you would need a lot. You would need, trust me, you would need a lot of gas.
How would you get it to come together in one big volume?
Gravity. Of
what? Gravity of what?
Gravity. Just gravity.
Gravity of what, though?
What do you mean gravity of what? Gravity is gravity.
Yeah, but gravity of what? The gas?
Yes, because they're molecules. Well, you have mass. Mass has gravity.
How did you get it into a big mass to begin with?
Oh my God.
Nobody has ever seen two gas molecules meet together and go, hey, instead of doing what we do and bouncing away from each other and filling the empty space, this time let's hold hands and stay together. And we'll bring more to our car. That doesn't happen with gas molecules. They don't stick to fucking together to make a mass. They have to be collected together. And the only way to collect it together is with a physical container. That's the only way.
You do understand that what you're asking of this experiment to get gas molecules to, come together, that's impossible on Earth, right? Because Earth's gravity
anywhere.
No.
Yes.
No.
How do you get the mass of gas together in the first place?
You would have to get into outer space somewhere to where there is no
so we have to
other gravitational pulls,
we have to
and they eventually would.
So we have to make up some untestable, nonsensical bullshit in order to believe this story. That's what we have to do. You realize that this is a belief. None of the things that you profess came from you at all. They were all shit that were told to you. You're defending and fighting for something that you don't even have a firsthand observation of, merely because you want to believe. You have a belief.
No, I don't have a belief. I have a basic understanding of physics and how physics works.
So you have a basic understanding of physics, but somehow think that a gas can just collect together for no fucking reason whatsoever, against the laws of all gas behavior, just decide to collect together and become a mass.
Yes.
In a vacuum, no less. In a fucking vacuum, no less.
Yes,
this is what you believe, and you have a fundamental understanding of physics.
I understand that this experiment or whatever you're trying to do, say, or whatever, is not possible on Earth because the Earth's gravity will affect that
anywhere.
No, if you were to go out,
does gas somehow start behaving differently when you're not on Earth?
Yeah, because
what does it do? If I go out there and I let loose a canister of oxygen out there, or hydrogen, I let loose a thing of hydrogen out into space and shit. Why is it going to spread out everywhere instead of just fucking come together into a ball?
I mean, let's say if you had, let's say a scuba tank of oxygen.
Aren't they weightless?
Yeah, of course, that's just going to, disperse. But if you were to have, trillions of tons of oxygen and unleash that, eventually, yes, it probably would.
No.
Why?
The nature of gas is to expand and fill the empty space.
But gravity can also affect that.
Gravity of what?
Gravity.
Gravity of what?
The way gravity works, man. What do you want to hear?
What do you mean the way gravity works? How does gravity work?
Mass attracts mass. Dude,
mass attracts mass. Well, why doesn't the mass attracting the mass? They don't fucking come together. They won't bond. There's no mass hardly to a fucking molecule of gas that it's going to collect together. What about on the space station? If you're saying it's because of Earth's gravity, why can't they do that on the fucking space station? Make a ball of fucking gas up there.
Because the space station is still affected by Earth's gravity.
Well, I thought they were weightless up there.
No, they're actually falling towards the Earth, but the arc of their fall
do they have a gradient? Do they have a pressure gradient inside their fucking thing there?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, sure. Because they're on Earth. That's why. There's no such thing, bro.
They're not on Earth, bro.
So anyway, you're trying to tell me you really actually believe, even though it's never been demonstrated, it's never been proven, it's never been any scientific experiment that shows such a preposterous thing, that for some reason 2 molecules of gas are going to have gravity and come together, and even more, get more of their kind to come over and gather with them.
Do you
That's
understand?
what you actually fucking believe that? Are you kidding me?
So do you think that a molecule of, oxygen, does that have mass?
Well, yeah.
Okay, mass attracts mass.
Well, that's what you say, but you can't demonstrate how this mechanism works. You can't tell me where the energy comes from. You can't tell me how come it doesn't ever run out. Though both of those things violate conservation of energy and the laws of entropy. You can't have just perpetual fucking energy that never runs out.
Well, but like I said before, explain the gradient in Earth's atmosphere. Why does the pressure get lower?
I gave you factors.
No, you did not. You just said some fucking nonsense.
I didn't. Oh, it was nonsense. So you disagree with the composition. So you don't think the compositional makeup of the atmos that we have here.
You can't even say atmosphere, dude.
Why would I? Gas doesn't have a shape.
Seriously?
You think gas has a shape?
It can have any shape. Normally,
that's
it's a
right.
sphere.
It takes the shape of its container. Yeah, it takes the shape of its container.
Right. Okay. So the gravity creates the container.
Oh, does it? Can you show me the experiment that verifies that gravity has any effect on gas behavior?
Yeah. Any high launch balloon that can measure the pressure of the air, the higher it goes up, the lower the pressure gets until it's basically almost nothing.
Wait, I don't disagree that there's a pressure gradient. I don't disagree with that.
Well, then how does the pressure gradient work on a flat Earth then? Because on a flat Earth, if it was a dome, it would be all one solid.
You told me it was nonsense.
Because it is nonsense.
Is it really? So 100%. What was Dalton's law again? I explained it to you. What was Dalton's law?
I'm not gonna. No, we're not going there.
You like me to tell you what it is again?
Go ahead. Lie your ass off again.
The pressure
ad hominems
is the sum of the individual pressures of each of the gases within a mixture. Do you know what that means? For instance, if I had 4 psi of oxygen, 4 psi of carbon dioxide, and 4 psi of argon, for instance, in one container, okay, and I took out the oxygen, that means that the pressure is now not 12 psi, it is only 8 psi. But as soon as I add the other element, the pressure increases because the sum pressure is all of the pressures added together of each of the individual components within a mixture. As we gain altitude, we lose percentages of some of these gases due to temperature, the movement rate of the molecules of these gases, because they don't go as fast or as slow as some of the other ones. We also lose water vapor. This is one of the factors that decreases the air pressure. Another factor is temperature. Temperature will affect gas pressure as well. If you note, it gets colder as you get higher. You have minus double-digit readings at high altitudes, which causes gas pressure to reduce as well. Another element is dispersal area. When you have a larger area or larger volume, which you don't have here closer to the ground, because you've only got 180 degrees above you, you've only got that. And as you go higher, there's more around you, and that is more of a dispersal area. That will also decrease pressure. These three factors and others work together to form this pressure gradient within a dynamic pressurized fluid system. It's dynamic. It's continuously working, heating and cooling. Processes of respiration, exchanges of gases between organisms, production of gases from minerals, consumption of gases by other organisms. We have all kinds of shit going on here, none of which could take place without a volume of gas, a specific volume of gas, which can only be obtained with a physical containment system.
So you are saying, let me get this right, correct me if I'm wrong, all gases are created from the ground?
From the earth, yes. Where did you think they came from? Where did you think the gases came from?
They've always been there since we.
They've just always been there. They just appeared there one day.
Yeah, since we had an atmosphere, it's called oxygen, nitrogen,
Yeah,
all that.
Where'd they come from?
You tell me, man. It's how the Earth was made.
So then, if they want to reduce CO2, why don't they attack the source? What's the source of the CO2?
That's just whatever you call it. CO2 comes from just basically everything. It comes from what is the word I'm looking for? Greenhouse gases.
Yeah, well,
that's where they come from.
What is it? Well, where did greenhouse gases? It's a greenhouse gas, yes. Where does carbon dioxide come from?
Carbon dioxide comes from any living organism.
Plants don't give off carbon dioxide.
They absorb it, though, or absorb
it. Hey, what do they produce?
They produce oxygen.
Oxygen, that's right. There's an exchange of those gases we were talking about. There's one of the exchanges that we were talking about.
Hey, Saw, where are those gases created?
Right here on Earth.
That's what I was thinking.
How? From where?
Everything is breathing. Everything.
Yep.
They just what did they just come out of the ground? Is that how that works?
Well, out of the ground, out of living organisms, decomposing organisms, organisms digesting food and farting. There's all kinds of sources of gases, but they're all here on the ground. There's nothing up in the fucking sky to produce gases.
And a greenhouse is a container.
Yeah, it is. It's under a dome too, and light goes through it, and it creates the gases in the process.
Yeah, but see, the same thing. You guys say dome, and I've never gotten an answer for the dome. You just say there's.
What's your question for the dome?
Yeah, go ahead and ask it.
What the hell is it? What is it made out of? How big is it?
I don't know. I've never analyzed it. I've never I think it might be I can only speculate on what it could be made of. I don't know. I've never gone up and tested it. You're welcome to do it if you'd like.
Well, why don't you?
The governments did a while back in 57, 58, and they came back with a whole bunch of data. I have a whole bunch of papers on it if you want to read it.
Fishbowl.
Yeah, Operation Fishbowl was one that they did under Operation Dominic. Fishbowl of the Lord. That's kind of crazy. But
the world asked that question a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, what outside of knowing that it's there, it's most likely dome shaped, in my opinion, because of the fact that that would be like one of the best shapes for such a purpose. But I don't know. Who am I? I haven't tested it myself. I do know that it's axiomatic that in order to have a fluid pressure system, physical containment is required.
Okay, so you say there's a dome, right? Like, what is it made out of? How thick could it be? It's got to be pretty thick, right? And it's got to weigh a lot. Like, that's got to be a pretty heavy piece of material.
I don't know. See,
and what is it laying on?
Well, it's on the foundations of the Earth.
And what are the foundations of the Earth?
I would imagine probably around Antarctica someplace.
Oh, okay.
Or under the Earth. I don't know. Never been there. Never been there. Never had the opportunity to go test what the firmament is made of. I've never been able to measure it. I don't really know what's on the other side. I speculate water because the Bible says that God separated the waters above from the waters below. It does. The stars and things do appear to be luminescence within some kind of a liquid type medium. That's what they're, but do I know? No, because that's in the esoteric realm and not within the realm of science at all. Because in the realm of science, it must be able to be tested. It must be able to be not just observed, but examined. And that's very, very important.
So you think it's physically impossible to, if there is a dome, measure the dome?
I think they already have. Just my opinion, I think that what they call the Kármán line is the top of the dome, or the top of the inside of it anyhow.
So that would be about 100 miles up.
About 62 miles.
Well, the Kármán line is about 100 miles. It's about 100 miles.
62 miles.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 62
they
miles.
move it around a lot, but it's close to 70 to 62 on average. But I mean, they did do measurements with the back in 58. They measured what the light does. They use a lot of equipment. You got to read through the paperwork, man. It's a lot.
Says it's 100 kilometers, 62 miles.
Yeah.
Okay, 100 kilometers. Okay, that's where I was. Okay, fair enough.
There's that metric. We call that gay. No.
Yeah, and there's a physicist that actually is on your side, but he actually did a lot more research into the stars and galaxies, and what he found, they were basically looked more like filaments to him. He found a lot of evidence to prove so, but they buried his work a long time ago.
Who did?
It's a physicist. I think it was back in the 70s, 80s, somewhere around there. He actually went through and did X-ray with the background medium. Radiation, whatever you call it. He actually looked into it. He found that there are connectors for each one of the stars. It's like they're all connected to an electrical grid. Is what he
Really? I would like to see a citation.
I put a video. I got one in chat for you, dude. You want to go watch this video? You can. They buried his work because it doesn't comport with the Big Bang theory or gas collecting and what you call stars. He has another theory on it. They do it all the time. Whenever an actual educated man starts asking questions about the narrative, they'll bury his work.
All right. Hey, Roger, I got a question for you.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I got you on the line here. So you want to go to Antarctica, right?
Well, no, I'm going to Antarctica. It's not a
okay. So you're going to Antarctica.
Mm-hmm.
And why are you going there?
I'm going there to refute the claims that Duffy actually had a video of a 24-hour sun.
So why did
he had the opportunity to take me with him, start with, and they kind of blackballed me off the list. He actually told me he'd take me, but he didn't. Okay,
so you say that anything in the sky will never prove the shape of the Earth. So why are you going to Antarctica to see the 24-hour sun or not?
Oh, because the sun's circuit doesn't go like that. We've actually observed it. And I got another video put back there if you actually want to look at it. It's the sun circles.
Didn't the little TFE thing settle all debate and all flat Earth? Yeah, here you are still. Just out of curiosity.
I know. That's what I was going to say, man.
You killed it. Answered all the questions.
No, you don't want to answer that?
No, go ahead. I didn't hear you. What did you say, Cubby?
So he said that didn't TFE put all this to rest and everything? Isn't that supposed to be the final thing that proves?
But here you are, over and over and over again.
Yeah, constantly.
Well,
why are they still fucking talking about it? Why are they still bothering?
We don't know what we're talking about. Why are they bothering with us to start with?
Well, because what Will Duffy did, and you guys hate him for reasons.
No, we don't hate him for what he did.
Don't say you don't hate him. You guys.
Listen, I hate him only because he's a lying sack of shit demon. We've caught him in so many fucking lies. He's a financial scammer. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I know him personally. Yeah, I've talked to him and face-to-face. Check his hand. Yeah.
I don't give a shit if somebody goes to Antarctica. I surely don't like a liar. Okay. And he definitely is a fucking liar.
So
that's all he did through this whole thing is lie about every damn thing that he did.
Really? So
yeah.
You think literally everybody who was involved with TFE, they're all liars. They're all really.
Yes. 100 fucking percent. 100 fucking percent they're liars.
And you have evidence for this where?
You never answered my question. I thought that their experiment ended the TFE.
Where the fuck have you been?
Or ended flat Earth, sorry.
Yeah, I thought it ended flat Earth, right? Why are you not?
I'm sorry. I missed Cubby's question.
No,
Go
you
ahead,
didn't.
Cubby.
You heard me.
No.
It's the same thing I've already asked you like 3 times.
Ask it again. I've been talking to
Sav asked it. I asked that one more time, okay? Listen carefully. I thought that the TFE ended flat Earth, yet here you are over and over and over again.
Okay, no, TFE, he named it that just because it was supposed to be the final experiment. Yeah, it's never going to be the end of the conversation.
How is it an experiment?
That's just what he named it.
Well, wait, he said he put an end to it.
Why would you call it the final experiment?
Well, he basically did put an end to it.
And why would you have the final debate? And why would you have the final farewell? And why would you have the final everything?
I don't know. That's Duffy. Ask Duffy. Don't ask me.
Right, we did.
You're right.
We did. We asked Duffy.
We did. You don't think I've talked to him? You don't think I've talked to him? Roger's talked to him. Roger went to his fucking church.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, he was kicked out.
Man.
No, it wasn't, dude. You've been lied to, dude. Monkey Pat, you weren't there. I went and talked to him, sat in the back of his church. He fed me breakfast, dude. He didn't kick me out of his church. The first time I went there, it wasn't even open. They had supposed to have Thursday night Bible studies. I showed up there. The place was closed down. They had a renovation sign. Sob, I did a live with you. You watched me do it live, real time, dude. Nobody ever came kick me out of anybody's church. Dude, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You guys feed off lies, period. You're lying right now. I was never kicked out of the church.
I feed off lies. Oh my God. The lies that you guys say is absurd.
What did I lie about?
Like
Dude?
what?
Name one lie.
Like what? Like what?
Name one.
Literally everything. You guys are calling.
No, you know what? That's a cop-out answer. Literally everything. I had to break my kids of that habit. I'm going to break you of it too. If it's literally everything, then pick just one. It should be easy because it is everything. So name something that you think we're lying about, and it's specifically me, and then we'll discuss it. So
I would
tell
say
me what you think I'm lying about.
Well, you guys think that the whole FTE experiment, that was all faked. That's a lie that you guys are telling.
That's not a lie at all.
That's a 100% a lie.
No, it's not. It's been dissected so badly.
No, it hasn't.
So many fucking yes, it has. Yes, it has. That shit wouldn't stand up in fucking court. Not with what's been picked out of it. Not a bit.
They could all bring their receipts. They all have.
Then how come? And also, how come it was only like what tickets? He ain't showed no fucking tickets.
Look at Dave McKeegan showed his ticket. He showed his ticket live online, but you guys refuse to believe it because that's what you guys have to.
Oh, I'm not listening. Listen,
dude.
That was a boarding pass.
This is what I'm saying. They're lying about.
It showed he went there.
Their fucking live stream wasn't live.
Yes, it was 100%.
No, it was not.
I was in the chat and they were
they
talking
didn't
to me in chat.
No,
yes, they were 100%.
No, dude, the chat was talking to you. Duffy and nobody on the fucking screen was talking to you.
You're just lying.
No,
you're
the
just straight
chat
up fucking
was
lying.
Listen to me. I never saw one time that those motherfuckers took time out of their live stream to chat to you while they were live streaming.
I am pretty sure that I sent a super chat during that stream and they responded to it live.
No, I'm pretty sure they didn't because we sent super chats too, and they never fucking once did it. We were asking Jaron. We were asking Jaron to go and look to show his compass. Look at the sun and show your compass. We asked him a bunch of fucking times. Roger sent a bunch of super chats. They never did it. They were supposed to call Steve in the UK. The reason they didn't was because it was pre-recorded.
Oh, don't bring up Steve. Don't bring up Steve.
It was pre-recorded. Oh, I'm going to bring him up. I'm going to bring him up because that shit was pre-recorded, brother. And that's why they didn't call him. Duffy's a lying sack of shit. He said he was going to call Steve.
Yeah, he said he was going to call Steve while he's down there. He did not.
No, he said he was going to do it during the live. He said it was going to do it during the live.
He said he would try, but if not, he'll call him the next day.
No. You don't get out of it that easy.
Now,
you want to tell me something else? How come the Rumble stream on the Candace Owens channel that her producer had set up, okay, about the time that the sun was going to go down, somehow Starlink screwed up and they lost their internet connection. That's okay.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Internet in Antarctica. That's probably hard.
All right, that's cool.
That's not the point.
How come the video got removed?
I don't know. Maybe she removed it because it wasn't the full video that she wanted.
Doesn't matter. It was still a good 5 or 6 hours of it, bro.
Okay, well, ask Candace Owens. I'm not Candace Owens, dude.
Yeah, I have, and they don't answer. Okay.
Yeah, probably because you're insignificant.
Wait a second. Don't you think that's kind of fucking suspicious? You could still track the sun for 6 hours. You don't think it's suspicious that not only did it go down around the time where the sun was setting, but also that it got taken down off of the fucking platform. You have to manually go in there and take it down. You have to go and say delete. Why? And especially, how did you go in there and delete it if you don't have no fucking internet access down there in the fucking Antarctica? See, nothing adds up, brother. Nothing adds up.
Did they ever get their money back?
I mean, you're free to believe. You're free to believe. You obviously believe a lot of things that you don't know anything about, that you can't prove. that make absolutely no logical sense whatsoever, merely because you trust the source that gave it to you. Let me ask you a real quick question. Do you think school is there to make you smart? Do you think school is there to make you smart?
I'm not saying I'm saying it to make you a normally functional human being. I'm just saying I posted something in the chat. No, I'm just saying I posted something in the chat proving that. Sam, shut the fuck up for 3 seconds. I posted something in the chat right now. Okay, yeah, whatever. I posted something in chat right now proving that the live stream was live. They were reacting to live sports scores. How about that?
That little clip you put back there proves it. They're reacting to live.
How the hell were they?
I can get in front of a camera and report a live sports score. Yeah, that's amazing. During a game.
Ooh, man.
That proves that they filmed the 24-hour sun in Antarctica. That really is dead.
It proves they were live at the moment, which you guys said.
Let me ask you again. You said that school is there to make you be a functional human being. Describe what a functional human being is.
Yeah,
a normal human being in life, not people like you, Sab. I'm not saying you didn't go to school.
You tell me what normal is. What's normal?
Just being normal and understanding normal physics and normal.
I do understand normal physics.
No, you do not.
Monkey,
no, you do not.
Listen, Pat, you're the one that's suggesting physical impossibilities without any demonstrable proof of it, without any type of experimental data to support it, just based on a belief. And you say, I don't know physics. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
So knowing physics is what makes someone normal?
I'm not saying it makes you normal. It just makes you...
And whose definition of normal are you going by? Is it yours or whose definition?
Well, it depends on your definition of normal. What is your definition of normal? Because it's not your normal citizen.
Well, no, I wouldn't want to be a citizen anyways. You know that.
Yeah, I know. You're a Sav. Right.
Do you know what citizen means, don't you?
Fucking lay it upon me.
It means slave.
Does it?
Yes, literally.
Okay. So you're just looking at definitions now?
Yeah. Don't you think they're important?
What?
Don't you think it's important to know what the lexicon that you choose to use actually means so that you can convey your idea more eloquently?
Sure.
Okay. So what's the problem with definitions?
I think it's the understanding of definitions is important.
Yeah, the understanding of definitions truly is, especially when you think something says something that it doesn't. Like you think that the level definition is telling you that the earth is curved. It's not. Read it carefully.
I just showed something earlier in the chat that you refused to look at.
What, the sun? Are you talking about the sun?
No, I'm talking about an old school dictionary that says level is based on a certain line above the curvature. Remember, curvature of the Earth's surface.
Okay, so if there is no curvature of the Earth's surface and it follows that same line, is it still following that curvature?
Well, yeah, if there's no curvature, then it wouldn't say curvature.
Now you understand the word magic, don't you?
I don't think you understand the word magic.
I do understand.
You're making shit up, dude.
I'm not making anything up. I've been around this world 60 years, buddy, and I was learning shit ever since I was a little kid, really little, learning all kinds of fucking bullshit, man. I don't even want to hear your bullshit. You think that school is there to make you smart.
I'm not saying schools are not there to make you smart. It's there to
why do you have to go there then?
To make you get a better understanding of the world and how to act as a normal civilian. No, that's how you learn how to work.
Wait, you got a better understanding of the world?
I'm not saying I do. Hell no.
Well, then what did it do for you?
It made me understand that the shit you talk is complete nonsense.
Okay, well,
we laugh at you for it.
If you mean that what I say goes against the standard narrative that you were brainwashed with, yes, you're absolutely right. and you are right to think that to yourself because of the brainwashing. You see, you took it for granted. You thought that those people there were there to make you smart. They actually thought they were there to make you smart too, but they weren't. They were there to teach you a whole lot about fucking nothing. That's what they were there for. They were there for you. You were there because it's obedience school for people. It's obedience school for slaves. That's exactly what it is. They teach you to stay in line. They teach you to sit in rows. They teach you to raise your hand. They teach you not to ask the wrong questions. You get punished for asking some of the wrong questions. You get rewarded for regurgitating the shit that they tell you back to them the same way that they told it to you. It's not a place for smart people. Not one bit. It's just obedience school for slaves.
So
Once
you're
you
saying
start questioning the information that's given to you, like I do, the other sheep like you don't like it.
So you're saying that
ask the pertinent questions like, where the fuck does the energy come from for gravity? Where does that come from? Why does it violate the laws of entropy? Why does it violate the laws of conservation of energy? See, what the fuck does that? Those are questions. Those need to be answered. How do you have a fluid pressure system without physical containment? You can yell gravity all you want to. Go ahead and use your gravity and recreate one. But if you can't demonstrate it and you can't fucking show an experiment that verifies it, then it's just horseshit stories that you learned in your fucking slave training school. That's all.
Right. So you're saying, correct me if I'm wrong here, you're saying that every single teacher I had in all my life, in elementary school, middle school, high school, college, they were all lying to me? They're all part of the...
Well, name the subject, and I'll tell you.
All of them. I did all of them.
Well, what all of them? What did you take?
I took science. I took physics.
Okay, so reading. Did you learn to read, right?
Yeah. So they were lying to me about reading?
No, I didn't say that, did I?
You're about to.
See, you got to get out of this binary mode of thinking that you have, that it's either all one thing or all another. You have to get out of that, or you're never going to break your chains. Okay? You're never going to do it. So what you got to get out of, so you learned how to read, and that's pretty cool because along with that came reading comprehension, and you got to learn what the definitions of words were and things like that, right? And likewise, you learned how to communicate not only verbally, but you learned how to communicate correctly through writing too. So those were important things. So you got your reading and your writing. You learned mathematics, right?
Of course. I'm not the best at mathematics, but yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying you learned enough that you can, pretty much do a household budget if you needed to, that kind of thing. I'm not asking you to amortize a fucking mortgage or anything like that, or, figure the distance, times this, that, and the other. I'm just saying basic mathematics, you learn that, cool. Those are things you're going to use in life. Now, the rest of them, yeah, pretty much. They bullshitted their way through a lot of that bullshit.
Really?
History, as Napoleon pointed out, is a lie agreed upon. Bastat even said that history would be a marvelous thing if only it were true. So we know that those two things are absolutely tantamount to that aspect of history. History is written by the victors, and that's how things usually go. So that mostly was a fucking lie.
So, Sam, did you go to school?
Yes, absolutely.
What's the highest education you have?
I got up to what was I? It was in 11th grade, and I actually skipped a grade growing up, so I was actually younger when I got to my junior year in high school, and I found out that you could quit school at 16, and I said, I'm out of this motherfucking prison. 100%.
So you refused to go all the way. I mean, I almost
why
did.
Why would I? You know what? I'm 60 years old, and there's never once anybody ever asked to see my fucking high school diploma.
I agree with that. Nobody ever asked for a high school
diploma.
And
you know what? I'm going to tell you how good a degree or a diploma is. All right? It's only as good as the stupidest motherfucker that has one. So if they're just passing out high school diplomas to any old fucking guy, even one that can't even read the son of a bitch once he gets it, it's only as good as that dumb motherfucker that can't even read it. So it's just a piece of shit paper, and it doesn't matter. All it means is that I completed 15,000 hours of government indoctrination and slave school. That's what it gives. That's all. Then you got to take out enough money. So you can go get indoctrinated even further and become a real retard. Then what you got to do is you got to shell out enough money to buy a fucking house, give it to some school so they can teach you how to dye your hair pink and jack off. You know, that's what they're teaching. Jesus Christ, man. It's not there to make you smart. Academia has ruined this country.
Transgenders and stuff like that. Do you agree with that stuff, Monkey Cat? Do you think that you can actually transition your gender with science? You think that man can actually have babies? These are modern things that they're pushing in schools. This is dogma, dude. It's religion. It really is.
So I don't understand where the transgender stuff comes into it, because I don't care. Like if somebody's born a man and wants to be a woman, I don't care. It doesn't affect me. Does it affect you? Obviously, Roger, it affects you. How does it affect you?
Everything. If my kids grow up thinking that men can become women, tell me, what are they going to tell my grandkids later? They're going to think that they can become a woman later?
It's about indoctrinating children. The whole thing is about indoctrinating children, Pat. It's one of the fucking Marxist tactics. The Marxism, of course, is born right out of the fucking Talmud. They have their 7 genders in the Talmud, and that's why they want to have it out here in society. Their whole goal is to lose all forms of identity, cultural, national, sexual, whatever. Break down the identity, make the state mommy and daddy. The state is the most important thing. You do that also by taking these fucking losers and putting them on the goddamn dole. Who's going to bite the hand that feeds them, right?
Sexuality and sex has nothing to do with the shape of the earth. I don't know why you guys are so upset with it. Why?
Because I'll tell you why. Because it's an affront to God. It's an affront to morals. It's an affront to anything decent. Yes, absolutely. You mean to tell me that guys grinding together wearing ass chaps on the street because they're proud of that nastiness?
It doesn't affect me.
It doesn't, but do you think it affects the family walking down or driving down the road that has to look at that horse shit?
No.
You don't?
No.
You don't think children are...
Because that's the way, dude, people are people. If I was a
those
parent...
Those are fucking degenerates, and anybody that would support degeneracy is a demon.
Really? They're demons now.
A demon.
Oh my
Never affects.
Why would you support degeneracy? Why would you support degeneracy? Hey, if you want to go home in your house and do that, I don't give a shit if you want to dress up like a squirrel and flop your balls on the goddamn table or whatever the fuck crazy shit you do. I don't care. But I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't come out in the road saying, hey, I just ate a bunch of pussy. None of that shit. I ain't out there with a shirt on saying I eat snatch. None of that fucking shit like these assholes do. They got to push it up in your face because they want to be professional victims. They keep pushing it. I've been watching them push it and push it and push it since the fucking 70s, man. I've been watching them push it and push it and push it, and they're not happy till they push it up into your face and you say something. Then they can cry and be a fucking victim. That, too, is another tactic born out of the Talmud.
Wow. You done?
Learn where fluidity comes from.
Yeah, no, I can tell. I can see an example right here. But the point of the matter is it's an unnatural act, sir. There's nothing in nature that does what you're talking about. These acts are not natural. The people are people. No, these are perverted acts they're doing. Demons. And they're putting it out in public for my grandkid can go up. Oh, can I do that? I would like, I'm not going to tell him he ain't, but he wouldn't be asking that question naturally. It's not one of, you're at scout camp and, the scout leader comes up and says, you want to bunk with me tonight? Stuff like that. That does happen. But I want to prevent it from happening to start with. That is rape, dude.
See, whoa. People are asking like the wrong questions, Pat. For instance, like these drag queen story hours. You people saying, I'm wondering why are these fucking people craving an audience of children in the first place? Why are they craving an audience of children? To show their weirdness to. Why are they wanting to do that? Why are they wanting to normalize that?
Because it's a show. It's an entertaining
I understand
show.
that. Do you think that a man dressed as a woman, grinding with sexual poses and shit on the floor is something that is appropriate for children?
No, I'm not saying like
All right,
children
then.
should. Okay,
All right.
you know what? I'll take it here, but like, I'm not saying children should not be allowed into like a Las Vegas drag show. Okay,
Well, that's what they're doing.
I get that.
They're bringing the Las Vegas drag show to the kids.
But it's entertaining.
Bullshit.
To who?
Very entertaining.
That entertains you? Go to Vegas and look at a show then. Don't bring
my
kid kindergarten class.
I have, and I loved it.
Story time with a drag queen, dude. I don't want my grandson having to deal with that at that early of an age.
Really? So you think being gay or whatever is bad?
That's not gay, by the way. The word gay means happy. They perverted that too. So
perverted the rainbow also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you're a liberal. Let do that. Right? You want to just like anybody do whatever they want to in society. It's fine.
I'm not
a
fan.
Okay. Yeah. Let's hop on over. Let's do it ourselves. You know.
All right, you guys can believe what you want.
For everybody. Yeah.
That's the great thing about it. You're right. We can.
Yeah.
We can.
Yeah.
But it's based on decency and morality. All right. And based on faith that we have. Okay. We don't hate. We hate the behavior out in public. I don't care if you want to damn yourself and go home and do whatever, put gerbils up your butt. Well, don't do that because that's cruelty to animals. But, whatever kind of weird shit you want to do, you go ahead and just do that at home. I don't want to know about it. I don't want to hear about it. Don't push it up in my face. Okay? That's where it ends. You're right. Stop where my nose begins. Okay? So they want to have that shit, go ahead. But do it in your own fucking house and shit. Don't be out there making parades about it and everything. That's ridiculous. I mean, this is one of the things that's led to the decline of this country is the fact that we don't have any fucking morals. I mean, look at these people over Charlie Kirk that, even if that were real, right? Look at these people that are out there laughing and celebrating that a guy got killed because they disagree with his opinion. Okay?
That's actually something.
That's like Toon behavior. That's like MC Toon's type of fucking mentality right there.
I did want to say that, Pat. I do commend you for coming up here and having a civil discourse. Actually, it has been.
Yeah, I try to. Yeah, I mean, I disagree with 99.5% of all these things that you guys say.
That's fine, but you've been all right. You answered the call, so I commend you.
Yeah, so I haven't censored you. I haven't muted you.
Nope.
Although I'll be accused that that's what I do, but I never do that.
I will say I did try to show a couple of things, but you refused to.
Well, I've been trying to get off here for the last hour and a half so I can go to fucking bed. But
yeah, I plan on getting off here in the next couple of minutes.
Like
but I did. In the chat, I posted a few things that I wanted you to go over, and you have.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll pull them up and see what we can do with those for on the next show. I hope you'll show up.
Yeah.
The next one. We'll probably go ahead and do one tomorrow. But see, this is, that's not the live stream I'm talking about. I'm talking about the one where Duffy and them were all out there together. That's the live stream I'm talking about. I'm not talking about McKeegan standing out there in the snow like that. Besides, if you'll notice that live stream that you just sent of McKeegan out there, notice how the sky is all cloudy and shit?
No. That wasn't the point. The point was that they were actually talking about live sports scores at the time.
Yeah, but that wasn't the live stream that I'm talking about.
Okay. You know what?
That's what I'm saying. Listen, I'm going to tell you something.
And I will find stuff.
We were watching the live stream right here on this show. Okay?
Yeah, we were. And I'm glad
we were watching the live stream, and we also pulled up the what do they call that? The Blue Ice Runway or whatever, the airport down there, Union Glacier Airport. They had 3 live weather cams. Okay. And we pulled those up live, and the weather on those weather cams did not in any way, shape, or form match the weather that they were showing during that live stream, which was all sunny and nice out, no clouds in the sky. And I'm like, okay, something's bullshit here. Now,
and Alan Norstrand actually pulled up time and date, and the daylight for that day was predicted 19 hours, not 24 hours. hours. We
Right.
got so much.
No, dude, prove it.
Yeah, we
that's
did.
that's
Yeah,
bullshit.
that was-
That's
We
bullshit.
got it live.
You'll have to go back and watch our streams and shit from the time and everything. People saying prove it. I'm sorry you're late to the party,
Yeah,
but we've already been over this. We're already pretty fucking done talking about the final experiment because it's over and he's gone. He's not doing any more videos or anything.
Finally.
I'll tell you what, Captain, if I get to go next year, I will do a live stream. If you want to tune in, I'll make sure I get it for you.
I'll be there. If you go, I will definitely join your live stream.
Oh, cool.
And I'll record it.
I'm not going to lie about anything. I'm not going to finagle anything. I'm not going to be dancing around. I'm just going to be straight up and straightforward.
Right.
So what if it does show the 24-hour sun there, Roger? What are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to analyze what I've actually put out there.
Yeah.
We have enough evidence, but I'm pretty sure I'm not.
Do you think, Pat, that a conclusive something
predictions
that
where
can
I've
be
actually
determined?
looked at, they're actually around 18 to 20 hours for daylight, not sunshine.
Do you think that it would make something conclusive and that it is scientific to make a single observation and then make a conclusion by that observation?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you think that it would be scientific to make a single observation and then declare it as a fact?
I mean, if the hypothesis is if you go down to Antarctica and you see a 24-hour sun where the sun is up in the sky for 24 hours, that is only possible on a globe. And what TFE did, they did that.
Well, no, actually they didn't because they lied.
They didn't lie.
Yeah,
they didn't lie.
Did. Yes, they did.
They didn't.
Yeah, dude, they found seams in the fucking footage.
Well, yeah, they used a 360 camera.
Yeah,
which a 360 camera is two different cameras.
Doesn't have square fucking seams.
Oh my God, you're just misunderstanding
It
how anything
doesn't have
works.
square seams, man. It doesn't make the square seams like the corner of a fucking room. Okay,
yeah.
It doesn't.
Show me those square seams next time we talk. How about that?
Okay.
Pull those up next time we chat. You can show those to me.
I think I got that downloaded. I'll have to look. But yeah, like I said, man, we've already put this motherfucker to bed.
I'm getting ready to get out of here, guys. But it was nice.
I mean,
thank you guys for having me.
The whole TFE thing, we've already put that to fucking bed. Long time ago. You guys
I would like to talk to you more about it.
This is what I think is funny is you guys keep bringing it up and you're all supposedly convinced and everything, but you keep coming over thinking that we somehow by making us believe that it's real, that's somehow going to mean something, but it doesn't.
Well,
I'm looking at it like if you believe it and it's actually a fact, then why bother arguing about it?
Well, they proved what the globe predicts. Literally, every single experiment they did down there proved what the globe exists. And you guys just say it's wrong because you want to say it's wrong.
What experiment did they do down there?
All of them. They did the 24-hour sun.
All of them. Name one experiment that they did down there. Just one.
Well, you could look at what the dude who did the weight measurements. He predicted. Critical think.
Yeah, you mean the guy that didn't calibrate his scales?
No, those scales were 100% calibrated. I have personally
calibrate them when you move them. You don't calibrate them, take them on a trip, and then use them. You have to calibrate them again.
So you guys just don't understand how it works. All right,
I do understand it. It wasn't an experiment.
Hey, next time we talk.
Listen, let me tell you something. Only you space heads think that science is about predictions. It's not. It is not.
It's about
okay. Astrology is about predictions, and your astronomy, which isn't a science, is about prediction. Science is the study of natural phenomenon and the conclusions as to what causes those natural phenomenon. Okay, looking up at the sky and shit, that's not science. Going down for 2 days in Antarctica and looking at the sun, whether you did see it or didn't see it, is not a fucking experiment. It's a single observation, and no scientist worth a shit would ever make a conclusion based on one observation. Critical Think did not calibrate his scales.
You have to recalibrate scales every time you use them for an experiment. I do it every day at work.
And he did.
No, he didn't.
He 100%
He
did.
admitted that he didn't, bro.
He told us he didn't himself. We had
You
him
know
on
what?
Keith's show.
You're sticking up for losers that would never stick up for you. I'm going to tell you that right now. You've got some kind of a fanboy thing with these guys, and you think that, they're not what you think they are. I'm telling you right now. These people are not what you think they are.
You can say that. You know what?
I can say that 100% confident.
I'm going to call it because it's very late, but hey, next time you go live, I'm more than willing to come back on.
Right on. Well, subscribe and hit that bell. Make sure you're subscribed to my backup channel too.
Yep.
And on my Rumble. And man, you got it covered then.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for having me, Sav and Roger.
Right on, Pat.
Cubby, whatever. Love you guys.
Cubby.
See ya.
Whatever.
Right. Cubby, whatever. That's your new name now. Cubby, whatever.
We got a new name for you, Cubby.
I go by all different names.
Now, see, that's right there. I didn't have to mute him.
No.
He's able to pretty much keep it together there. But see, that's another thing I noticed. Younger people do this all the time. I'm like, well, like what? Well, everything. Well, that would mean that if it's everything, you should be able to pinpoint one single thing easily.
They're scary.
Yeah.
Well, you can tell he wants to be your intellectual superior. That's the way he comes off.
Yeah, that's all it is.
He knows more than you do.
Well, he's believed the rhetoric that he's heard from his globetard fucking messiahs. You see, he's believed the rhetoric. And they talk shit about me, right? But then he comes on and talks to me. He finds out, oh, this guy's not really fucking stupid. You see, that's because you're getting this information from these people that think academia is the only source of information. No, academia slowed me down, man. Once I was free of that, I was able to fucking find out on my own about everything, man.
It's easy to fall in line and get no pushback. It's not easy to go against the grain.
No, not one.
That's the thing.
We should sue Merriam-Webster after we prove that level doesn't curve. That's the only definition I've ever seen like that, man.
It's simple word magic, bro. Simple word magic. That was it. All right, guys, I got to get off here. Probably nobody can watch this on the repeat.
Good to see you guys. Good to see everybody. Say hello, everybody in the chat. Good to see
everybody that showed up out here in the chat. Good to see everybody. Thanks for coming. I hope you enjoyed the show. Roger, thanks for coming up. And also, Pat, it's great having you up here. We'll see you next time on here. This is great. Cubby, as always, and D-Man, we'll see you guys later. And you folks at home, don't forget the Lord loves the working man. Don't trust Whitey. See your doctor and get rid of him. And if you hear the shot, probably wasn't meant for you. I don't know. That's probably not in the wake of what has happened. Probably a good thing. Well, anyway, we'll see you next time on Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind. We'll see you. Bye.